Thank you for being here and welcome back to my weekly dose of inspiration, empowerment, and real talk. Today's episode, it's called Walking Through the Fear of Change. And when I say change, I'm not talking about the glow up that comes up with filters and big announcements or even social media. I'm talking about the real part of change, the part that no one really likes to talk about, the fear, the mess, the weird in-between stage where everything feels upside down, even when you know you're trying to do something good for yourself. Does it sound familiar? Yeah, we all been there. And I see it all the time with my girls, with my clients, coaching in class, women who are doing brave things, leaving jobs, starting businesses, walking away from relationships, or just finally saying, I want more. And do you know what shows up every single time? And you know what the problem is? It's fear. So let's say it like this. Change feels very scary, even when the thing that you're changing wasn't working anymore, even when it was actually hurting you, even when deep down, you know it's time to let go. Because here is what I remind women and myself all the time. Change threatens the safety of what's familiar, even if that familiar thing was never really safe, or for us or for the people around us. And even if it was draining, it was holding you back. That fear is not that bad, but I don't know why we fear the unknown. And what's our brains and what our brains saying and why we worried so much to protect ourselves. Wait a minute, you want to try something new, but no. Let's say that you wanted to change your life and you just keep following that rule of not change because of the fear. Even those rules were not doing any good to you. So firstly, let's try and normalize this. Of course you're scared. Of course you feel shaky. It doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're alive. But I want to ask you this. What if the fear that you're feeling right now is a warning, but a doorway of something new? Have you thought about it? Something real. Because in all the years of me running this dance studio and these businesses, I started things that totally flopped and had to start over and over again, and started things that actually work for the better. Some for a short while and some others still running. And let me tell you this, every time I started, I felt the fear, and look, I stepped away, and I stepped back to thought about it and thought, I have to do this. I have to grow, and growth happened. And trust me, it didn't feel good in the moment. And at times it was very stressful and very costly. But you know what? What came after that? Clarity, strength, and a lot of confidence. But only after I really moved from it. And often think we need to feel brave before we act. But most of the time, taking the step is what really makes us brave. I want you to think about that. What if the discomfort that you're feeling right now is just not a sign to stop, but an invitation to go deeper into the version of you that you've been waiting for, patiently, for you to choose it. Not the perfect version, not the one with everything figured out, because that's not the real you, the one who's already strong. Just buried under years of expectations or people pleasing or fear. And I'm not asking you to change your whole life overnight. I'm not about to hustle like culture or dramatic changes. Please don't think that way. I'm asking something very small. What will it look like to trust yourself through this change? Just a little bit more today. could you take one more step? Not a leap, not a 5-year plan. Stop doing that, because people do that too often. Just a little step forward and towards of what you want for you. Maybe just make that phone call. Maybe say no to something or somebody that drains you all the time. Or signing up for something that really excites you. Even if it scares you. Whatever it is, just take that step this week. What I've learned in over these 14 years, close to 15, of building, breaking, pivoting, and healing is that staying in the same place is not safe. It's just familiar. And familiar doesn't always mean you're aligned. So if your soul is whispering for more, if your body is aching for peace, if your spirit is nudging, yourself has to be very clear and say to yourself that you're done with this. And that's not weakness. That's not foolish. That is you waking up to yourself. And I'm here for it. I'm here with you. Because if I'm beside you, I know we can do it together. Every step of the way. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to do it truthfully. So before we wrap it all up today, I want you to have these thoughts and ask yourself a question. What will it mean to trust yourself through the change, even if it doesn't feel right already right now? Take a moment and just listen to yourself. No pressure. No answer needed right now. Just a little space. Until next time, keep walking, keep moving forward, keep trusting, and always go ahead with what you want. I'll see you soon.